Welcome to IPRental, the premier software for anonymous web surfing. Here we'll show you how easy it is to get started. First, download the software by clicking Get IPRental for Windows on our website, IPRental.com. You may be asked to upgrade your .NET software, as IPRental requires 3.5 or greater to run, and this may take 10 to 15 minutes. Once the program is installed, click Launch IPRental, and a dark gray sign-in box will appear. This is where you'll enter in your username and password. When ready, click Sign In, and go over to the program box on the lower right-hand corner and click Connect. Shortly we'll see a blue IP address appear under Current IP, where it currently says Disconnected. You'll see a couple of options here. You'll always want to stay on the National Fast Network type, and under Geolocation you can select which time zone you'd like to pull IPs from. And we're connected. If you're going to be using Firefox, you'll want to download the Firefox add-on, also found on our website. And you'll want to choose Add to Firefox Windows. And you'll see that Firefox prevented this site from asking you to install the software on your computer. You'll want to go over here and click Allow. Install now, and it's going to ask you to restart Firefox. And I'm just going to close the add-on box because we don't need that. Now you'll see the IPRental logo appear, and next to it is a button called Enable. If you click Enable, this IP will match the blue IP through the network. Now, just to double check, we'll go to ipchicken.com, and it does indeed match. If you're using Internet Explorer or Chrome, you don't need to download any additional add-on or any special features. There are some additional settings for Internet Classifieds postings that we'll go through together. If you click on the Settings button, you'll see a big menu pop up that has 7 tabs on it. The first tab, the General tab, there's some functions here that you can play around with. The important function that I want to show you is IP lease time. If you're on the standard version, you have the option of choosing anywhere from 2 minutes to 12 minutes for your automatic IP switch. And that just means that the IP address will automatically refresh without you having to do anything. I'm just going to choose 4 minutes. The next tab over is Onboard Proxy. If you uncheck Disable Onboard Proxy, you'll see a couple of ports open up, and you'll see that your user agent opened up. I'm going to choose Random. Now you'll see that there's a whole long list of about 250 different very commonly used user agents. And a user agent is basically a thumbprint of your computer that tells websites what browser you're using, what version of that browser, whether it's a Windows or a Mac. So you'll want to change it to Random, because that way, every time your IP automatically refreshes, so will your user agent. There are a couple other options here, like the tunnel and the hotkey, which you can read about and experiment with if you'd like. The Cache tab is important because you can clear your temporary internet files, cookies, and browsing history upon every IP refresh. If you select the last option, it'll basically override all the previous options and then also clear any add-on settings that you may have in your browser. The Failsafe tab is important because if you're ever having problems connecting, you can load this button, this Load Failsafe Settings, and when you click that, it'll wipe out all your previous settings that you've set up, and it'll a lot of times help you connect. And click OK. Under the File tab, you can sign out or use our IPRental browser, which is the ultimate in anonymous web surfing. And if you click About, this is kind of important because it'll show the exact version number that you're running on. And you always want to make sure that you're running on the most recent version. That's very, very important. One other thing that I want to show you is if you click on Current IP, it'll give you a freshness score, 0 being the best, the most fresh. It's a pretty neat feature that we have in there. That's about it. If you have any questions, please email us at support@IPRental.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And we hope you enjoy the program.